surgery.
Okay, we're back on here.
All right.
Ran out of video room.
Okay, so we'll do the amio. And
Yep, we're okay to go ahead and switch amio to 200 daily PO.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, Mr. Trimley, I'm going to start with
So
you.
and you can just shut that off anytime, so that'll be one less thing. So that'll be good.
Now. We can make that happen. There we go.
I've noticed, and I'm sure you all have too, that we have a lot of information you I think I can forward you. And it's interesting to us, being the patient and family, that we're made aware of everything that's going on. There aren't any secrets in this to us. I really appreciate that.
Yes, very much so.
That's our hope, is that you'll feel that way, and I'm so glad that you do.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier with the service around here. Even the food you do.
Any goals or questions or concerns we should take into account today?
I think we're going to try standing a little bit today.
Yes, sir.
Oh, really? Hey, good for you. Good for you.
Kathleen, anything from your point of view?
Really not. I'm just pleased with the progress. What a difference a week makes.
Yeah.
But,
We're very thankful, too.
Oh, definitely. But, so the next thing is, like today we stand up, tomorrow we walk.
Levi?
We're gonna do what we can to get him motivated. Maybe we'll walk him a little bit today even. I've suggested to him, and we'll talk to PT too, but maybe a walk or two, just to get started out, just to get some strength back, and he has a little bit of upper body strength that might help him to hold himself up as well. So that's my plan. I'll talk to physical therapy though. We'll get a plan.
Good enough.
One of the things that I am so happy about is your hands are so warm and your color is so good, and so
Definitely.
these things are
You're right. The hand,
very, very
I don't touch
exciting.
his feet, but the hands are warm in his color.
Yeah.
He came here. It was,
Now, we know that his heart is still very weak. That ejection fraction is still around 15 or 20%, so it's still quite low. And you're still on quite a bit of medicine to help strengthen that heart. So our goal over the next little while is to get you off of those medicines and on some others that will support you, that you can take as oral medication. And there are several other things that we need to think about. It might be that they could adjust your pacemaker defibrillator by putting in an extra lead, what's called biventricular pacing, where it can pace on both parts of the ventricle at the same time. Dr. McKinsky would be the person who would do that along with Dr. Cower. And we may need to get that mitral valve clipped, and we got to think about that too. So there's some things that we have to be thinking about as we go forward, but we're just going to go slowly, step at a time, of making some progress about that stuff.
so to get the Dr. Cower to fix that, that's the first step?
Well, I'm going to put in consultations today to Dr. Cower and Dr. McKinsky to ask their advice about how to best strengthen your heart and whether any change in your lead to change that pacemaker function would be helpful for that. So we'll put that request in today to them.
Okay, but he still has to have the valve repaired.
Well, we think so. Again, this is something that's going to have to be navigated day by day and with their expertise as well. So we've still got a road ahead of us, but we're really coming a long way. So.
To say the least.
Okay.
Well, whatever the plan is.
Okay,
we'll do it.
We'll figure it out together.
You bet.
So, those are my main things, Ange.
Okay.
No, I think we're on the right track.
All right. Move. I think everything else looks good. So we'll just start slow and steady. Wins the race.
Yeah. So,
Just want to say Happy Easter. It's a wonderful Easter.
that was a good day yesterday.
Yes.
He was sitting up in bed.
Wonderful.
It was good. It was good.
You guys good?
I'd just like to say, when you start getting up and trying to walk, I think you're going to be surprised at how weak you are. Okay? So just be aware. That's part of the process.
I walked steps about that big in bed here and chair was over by the
When I walked in there, I thought.
Yeah, and we explained that to him too last night. And I wasn't sure how well you were going to do, but when we stood you, like I said, he stood on his own bearing, and we stood there for a while. So he did a good job. I was surprised at how much strength you still did have.
So,
Could we do a little arm exercise? I could do this with him.
Sure.
I did a lot of this morning.
Absolutely.
I saw you run across the street.
Did you?
You took off.
Well, that light does not stay on very long, so.
Now, do you want to read our checklist for us, please?
Sure. Blood clot prevention.
We've got that heparin in the belly.
And then we got SCDs and TEDs on. TEDs.
Blood sugar control.
We talked a little bit about that. We've got sliding scale insulin. We're going to increase his Levomir.
Lines and tubes.
We're going to be getting this central line out and placing a pick. And then potentially a dialysis catheter later on.
Skin and wounds.
we need to get a little smaller number of tubes.
Smaller number of tubes. Write that down as a goal. Write down smaller number of tubes for us.
Skin and wounds look okay.
Yes, they look good. All those ones look good. So.
Nutrition, it sounds like you're eating.
Yeah, food's good.
And the nurses all know I do not go anywhere without the remote.
Very good. Very
Watch
good.
ball games the other night.
Oh, yes.
More to come. Labs and cultures. Talked about that.
Good.
Talked about meds and home meds.
Yep.
And fall risk. Yeah. For now.
It's good to see you here, by the way.
Yeah.
John's been taking your place.
Well, we kind of hand off to each other, don't we? Yeah. Yeah.
I've known John for
Forever.
20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll be in later today.
Good.
Betsy, you want to read our goals?
Sure. Goals for tomorrow. We have our femoral catheter out, possible pick today. I think we're doing that. And considering the possible tunnel dialysis catheter. We'll recheck CBC and BMP in the morning with an emphasis to check the platelets. Still on cefepime for the Pseudomonas coverage, which we're planning to stop here in a stop day in 2 days. We'll consider the thoracentesis for the right effusion that was showing. Stools are better, continuing the Benefiber. Goal of standing today with possible walking. And consult to Dr. Cower. And main goal, getting a smaller number of tubes for you.
Okay, everybody clear? Sounds good?
Very much.
All right. Thank you again for your permission to show this to our friends on Thursday on the
Pleasure to
webinar.
be able to be here and be able to do it.
Do you have any closing comments?
Just again, we have a wonderful staff here. Service is wonderful. The level of care is absolutely amazing. That's about it.
It's our privilege to care for you.
Thank you.
I was so excited you're doing so. I wasn't expecting you to sit in the chair when I came in this morning. That's awesome. Good work.
He stayed up, I think what I was told, he stayed up, we got him up at shift change, because 7:30 was his cutoff time. We got him up at 7:30, and I heard you were up till like 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I was watching TV.
Night owl.
Yeah.
There's one thing I don't like, but there's nothing we can do about it because of Medicare. They wake you up every 2 hours to turn you.
Yeah.
Well, that matters though.
They wake me up at midnight, and I was awake at 4 o'clock this morning.
We got all
Luckily, we have a lot of channels on the TV.
And as you're better and moving more on your own, then they won't have to wake you because you'll be turning yourself. So, but that's keeping your bottom from getting sores on it. So as you're getting stronger, they'll be in less to do that.
Yeah, I tore up the bed last night after midnight, and you got pillows that are getting away.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you a little later on.
All right,
Thanks
Okay,
for your
thanks.
time.
pleasure doing this.
Bye-bye.